Oh, you're a liability. Yeah. And if you're a liability, then you don't need to be around me. I don't need no liabilities. And this is what I tell people within my company, within my team. Do it my way. Because if you mess up, I don't mind being a janitor to clean up the mess because I told you to do it a certain way.
Talking about here, you were looking at the mugshot of professional and well-known boxer, 30-year-old Gervonta "Tank" Davis. He was arrested by Miami Beach police early this morning on a warrant for his arrest following an alleged incident that happened in June on Father's Day.
How are you on the phone with your mama and he's insulting you and telling you to come outside? I don't understand that. That's like the worst lie ever told.
Floyd Mayweather couldn't help but laugh after hearing about Gervonta Davis's arrest. He said he always advises people to follow his lead and do things the way he does. Reports have confirmed that Gervonta Davis was taken into custody after allegations tied to an incident that reportedly took place on Father's Day. Sources close to the situation say the altercation involved the mother of his children. On July 11th, Davis was supposed to complete some business paperwork but refused to cooperate. Some believe he may have known about a possible warrant for his arrest in advance. His refusal only added to the suspicion, leading to his arrest later. That day, the timing and details have stirred up a wave of reactions across social media.
It wins by way of knockout, has once again been arrested in the state of Florida for once again DV, right? You know what that is. And apparently this took place on Father's Day. According to multiple reports, this took place on Father's Day, where Gervonta "Tank" Davis got into a verbal altercation, according to the reports, with his children's mother. Then that turned into a physical altercation where her mother came outside, and he refused. He went to pick up the children. This was Father's Day, according to the reports. He went to pick up the two children from her home on Father's Day. And then the verbal altercation turned into a physical altercation after he told her to take the children out the car. She went to take the children out the car, and apparently, allegedly, according to these reports, he struck her in the back of the head and did some other things, according to these reports. Now, this took place on Father's Day, and today he was supposed to go to the precinct, and he was supposed to sign some paperwork that he alleged refused to do, and I guess was a warrant, for him to stay away. And now he has been arrested in Florida, in Coral, Florida, once again, and he has a bail, okay?
Gervonta Davis has built a strong reputation in boxing with explosive performances and numerous wins. But now, his legal troubles are starting to overshadow his success in the ring. He's been making headlines more for his personal issues than for his athletic skills, with many observers seeing a pattern of worsening behavior. These ongoing controversies are damaging his public image, as people focus more on his court cases than his career achievements. Despite his talent, there's growing concern about whether he can maintain focus and avoid the offering drama that threatens to derail his future.
Rumors about the arrest or the charges. You know, Davis is a well-known boxer, but lately many people know him for his troubles outside the ring. Tonight we're hearing the 911 call from the woman involved in this terrifying incident. We want to warn you, it is hard to listen to.
What do you say about the charges against you?
Walking out of the Broward County Jail,
Do you have anything to say to that woman?
Gervonta Davis kept quiet, his bondsman the only one doing the talking.
You got nothing to say.
Davis arrested Tuesday at a home in Parkland, charged with domestic violence. Court documents say Davis hit a woman on the side of her head with a, quote, closed hand-type slap. It goes on to say the woman suffered a small cut inside her lip.
After this latest incident, Davis was arrested in Florida, a state where he's had legal problems before. For some fans, this didn't come as a shock. They see this as just another example of Davis repeating the same mistakes, calling it typical Gervonta behavior. Many predict this case will follow the same routine as previous ones, a short stint in custody followed by a quick release on bail. Because of how often this seems to happen, some fans and boxing analysts have become numb to it, treating these events as just another chapter in his ongoing troubles rather than a serious wake-up call.
Breaking news, Gervonta "Tank" Davis was arrested in Florida on domestic violence charges. And what I have to say is, the rollout is here.
The hatred.
Musty energy.
This is typical Gervonta Tank Davis rollout. Either you argue with Floyd Mayweather over some women's or women's that y'all both dealing with, Big Polly, we don't know what's going on, or you go ahead and you get domestic violence charges. This is typical Tank rollout. The next thing we're gonna get a toothbrush with shit on the toothbrush where you have to brush your teeth with shit on it. A crazy baby mama might put baby shit on the toothbrush. We're going to see a whole lot of stuff. That means that Gervonta Tank Davis is in camp. He's working out. Tank fans love the ghetto shit. They love Popeye chicken sandwiches. They love poking holes in condoms. They love walking in the club barefooted. They love to have stickers on their fitter caps. They love a whole lot of ghetto shit, man. So this is on brand for Tank fans. The fight's coming out. Everybody, don't worry. The fight is coming. This is just a typical Gervonta Tank Davis rollout. Ignorant ghetto shit. That's just what happens. Free Tank.
Questions are now being raised about the timing of Davis's arrest. Some in the sports world are wondering if this was a calculated move to delay or dodge his upcoming rematch with Lamont Roach. One tweet by Anthony Marua, Gervonta Davis really found a way to get out of the Lamont Roach rematch, caught fire online, with many agreeing. They've noticed how Davis's legal problems always seem to show up before big fights, and they're starting to wonder if that's more than coincidence. Davis is now reportedly facing both battery and domestic violence charges. These aren't new for him. Past incidents involving his girlfriend have been widely documented, and videos along with public accusations have kept the spotlight on his behavior. Although the legal process is still unfolding, these latest charges could further damage his reputation and affect future sponsorships or fight deals.
South Florida, Gervonta Davis is accused of assaulting his ex-girlfriend in Doral.
And this is not the first run-in with the law. Local 10's Roy Ramos is live outside of the jail in West Miami-Dade.
And I know you have some details on this latest arrest for the boxer, Roy.
Christy, and Alex says the charge he is facing is battery with domestic violence. And you mentioned this was an ex-girlfriend, but it is also the mother of his children. That, according to police. Let's show you who we're talking about here. You were looking at the mugshot of professional and well-known boxer, 30-year-old Gervonta Tank Davis. He was arrested by Miami Beach police early this morning on a warrant for his arrest following an alleged incident that happened in June on Father's Day. In the arrest report we obtained, Davis is accused of striking and slapping the mother of his children in the face, causing injuries to her lip as he arrived to pick up his kids from her Doral home. Unfortunately, this is not the first time Davis has made headlines for his run-ins with the law involving domestic violence. I tried to speak with him back in 2022 as he bonded out of the Broward County Jail for allegedly hitting his ex-girlfriend outside.
Public reaction is deeply divided. Some people are clearly fed up, saying that every time Davis is set to face a serious opponent, another legal mess appears. They argue it's too consistent to be random and are questioning if these situations are being timed deliberately. But on the other hand, things aren't so black and white. There have been earlier cases where the mother of Davis's children gave statements that later turned out to be misleading, adding more layers to the current controversy. Because of this history, many believe it's important not to jump to conclusions and instead wait for the facts to come out through a proper investigation.
Here we go again. Isn't it a coincidence that every time that Gervonta Tank Davis is about to fight, as we all know he's supposed to be fighting the rematch with Lamont Roach, that allegedly he hits one of his baby moms, gets arrested for domestic violence? I'm trying to figure out, is this real or this is just part of a promo? Because it's becoming a tradition. Leading up to the Gervonta Tank Davis fight, he gets arrested for domestic violence or something of that nature, right? So put it this way, Gervonta Tank Davis was arrested early Friday morning in South Florida. The WBA lightweight champ is accused of hitting his ex-girlfriend on the back of the head and slapping her, source tells me. According to an arrest report, Davis, who currently lives in Coral Springs, was taken into custody in Miami Beach before being transported to the Doral Police Department. The report states that the incident in question occurred on the night of June 15th. Damn, they kept this under wraps. According to police, Davis and victim were in romantic relationship for about 4 years and shared 2 children. Police said that Davis went to the victim's home to pick up their children for Father's Day. A verbal altercation between him and the victim ensued, which escalated to a physical altercation. According to reports, Davis told his ex-girlfriend to remove their children from his car as he no longer intended to take them. But when she leaned forward to retrieve their daughter from the back seat, Davis struck her in the back of the head, then slapped her in the face, causing a minor cut to the inner area of her lip.
This latest arrest is just one more addition to a growing list of past allegations involving Davis. 2 years ago, he was also taken into custody on similar charges, again involving a woman. That case received widespread attention and brought his behavioral issues back into the spotlight. With each new incident, the big question remains: has Davis really taken steps to change? Or are these just repeated patterns playing out again without any real accountability or growth? For many, the answer to that will determine the direction of his career and whether he ever reaches full potential his talent promises.
What do you have to say about the charges against you?
Gervonta, you was charged.
You got nothing to say, guys. Come with me. I'm your bond.
Did you punch that woman in the face?
You got nothing to say.
Right now, 4:30, a boxing star bonding out of jail in Broward County and refusing to answer our questions. Police arresting Gervonta Davis for domestic violence. The 28-year-old was taken into custody in Parkland. He appeared in court today.
And we're learning more about his criminal history. Local 10's Roy Ramos is live in Fort Lauderdale with all of the latest developments. Roy.
Sanella and Louie, and we just obtained the 911 calls made by this alleged victim, and in it you can hear her screaming to that dispatcher to send help because she is in fear for her life. Hey, Devontae, what do you have to say about the charges against you? No words from 28-year-old star boxer Gervonta Davis as he bonded out of the Broward County Jail Wednesday, a day after he was arrested for allegedly hitting a woman at his Parkland home. Did you punch that woman in the face? Davis facing a Broward County judge hours earlier for the domestic battery charge.
Court finds probable cause. And you're going to agree to $1,000 bond.
With his attorney present, he didn't say anything in court. His arrest report, however, stating he struck a woman who he does not live with a closed hand. The strike hard enough to cause an injury to her mouth before she ran outside with her baby still in the car and called 911 to rush over and help.